We're right on the edge of a massive change in how we see and understand the health of companies. It's a shift so big, it's pretty much going to end the whole idea of financial secrets as we know it. And no, this isn't science fiction. This is the 2026 shift to AI-powered auditing. But hey, before we can really get our heads around where we're going, we've got to talk about the system we have right now. So let's just ask a really basic question. In an age where everything is instant, why do we only get a look inside a company's books every 3 months? That delay? Well, it's the root of a huge problem that we've all just kind of accepted. For decades, we have all been living with what you could call the quarterly blindfold. It's this traditional earnings cycle where companies give us a health update just 4 times a year. So for 90 days at a time, investors, regulators, even a lot of employees are pretty much flying blind, trying to make decisions with old, stale data. And yeah, this system, it creates a lot of chaos. Because when that 90-day report finally comes out, it can be full of massive surprises. Good or bad, these earnings shocks cause these huge sudden swings in the stock market. This quote here really hints at a better future, one where information flows smoothly every day, instead of in these big, jarring jolts.
And there's a real human cost to all this. It creates this vicious cycle of stress and just uncertainty. For the employees in accounting and finance, it means an insane crunch time at the end of every quarter. And for investors, well, it turns smart investing into a high-stakes guessing game, where you're basically betting on what might be revealed after 3 months of total silence.
So that whole cycle of stress and guesswork, that is exactly what this real-time revolution is designed to break. We're talking about moving away from that backward-looking checkup to a brand new system of continuous, automated oversight. And believe me, it changes the entire game. Let me put it this way. The old system was like going to the doctor only once every 3 months for a checkup, right? You only find out you have a problem long after it started. The new way? It's like wearing a 24/7 financial fitness tracker that's giving you a constant live stream of a company's vital signs. So what is this new system, really? It's real-time AI auditing. At its heart, it's an AI that's plugged directly into a company's financial bloodstream. It's watching every single transaction as it happens. And it pretty much makes those slow, clunky, periodic reports completely obsolete. And the goals here they're powerful. First up, constant transparency, which gives everyone a really clear, unfiltered view into how a company is actually doing. Second, fraud prevention. You can catch suspicious activity the second it happens, not months down the road. Third, market stability, by smoothing out those big, shocking information dumps. And finally, operational efficiency, which frees up thousands of hours of tedious manual accounting work. Okay, so that's the what and the why. Now let's dig into the fun part, the mechanics of how this thing actually works. I mean, how do we get from people manually punching numbers into spreadsheets to a live, intelligent data stream? It really boils down to 4 key steps. First, the system just sucks in all the data. Every sale, every invoice, every payroll payment, it's all automatically collected. Step 2 is automated verification, where it checks all those entries against things like bank records and regulations. Third, and this is cool, is anomaly detection. If anything looks a little weird, like, say, a huge payment to a vendor nobody's ever heard of, the AI flags it instantly for a human to check out. And fourth, it all feeds into live dashboards, where the financial statements are updating automatically every single day. And listen, this jump from a 90-day cycle to a 24-hour cycle, it isn't just a little improvement. It is a complete transformation in the speed and the very rhythm of how business information moves. So let's bring it back to you. What does this world of no surprises, this world of instant information, actually mean for everyday people? Because this is going to impact everyone, from the traders on Wall Street to the folks in the employee break room. Probably the biggest change is this idea called information symmetry. And all that really means is that the playing field is finally level. The small-time retail investor sees the exact same performance data as the giant hedge fund at the exact same time. That old informational edge you got from timing, it's gone. And this new reality, it sends out ripples that are going to fundamentally change the day-to-day lives and strategies for 4 key groups. For you, the investor, this changes absolutely everything. Instead of waiting around and guessing, you can literally watch a live ticker of a company's revenues and expenses just like you watch a stock price. Your whole strategy shifts from making these big quarterly bets to just continuously managing your portfolio based on facts. Now, for employees, especially those poor souls in the finance departments, this means the end of that dreaded quarterly panic. The workload gets smoothed out across the entire year, which leads to a much healthier, more sane work environment. For executives, well, this ushers in an era of what you could call radical accountability. There is literally nowhere to hide. A bad week can't be buried for 3 months until the quarterly report. It's visible almost right away. This forces leadership to stop focusing on just making the quarter and start proving consistent, long-term health. And what about the auditors? Their entire profession evolves. Their job is no longer about digging through last year's paperwork trying to find mistakes. Instead, they become more like supervisors, monitoring these AI systems, making sure the present is being recorded accurately, and that the algorithms are working right. But look, total transparency, it isn't a silver bullet. It brings a whole new set of challenges with it. We solve a lot of the old problems, sure, but we definitely create some new ones that we need to be ready to handle. There are 4 really big ones. First, data privacy, a huge concern when all this sensitive financial data is constantly streaming. Second, system and algorithm bias. If the AI is built with blind spots, it could miss whole categories of fraud. Third is the very real risk of the market overreacting to every little blip. And fourth, our complete dependence on this tech means a single major glitch could be catastrophic. This quote right here perfectly captures that risk of overreaction. I mean, imagine a company has a one-day sales dip just because of a local holiday or some bad weather. It means nothing for the quarter, but in a real-time world, it could trigger a market panic. We gain speed, but we could lose perspective. And that leaves us with one final, really crucial question. The end of financial secrets is coming. It's going to bring incredible transparency and efficiency. But as we move into this world where all information is instant, we have to ask ourselves, do we risk trading long-term wisdom for short-term reaction? That is the real challenge we're all going to face in 2026.